I'm a Therian. Of course I have a million masks. I'm a Therian. Of course I have to go in public looking like a rat. I'm a Therian. Of course I'm always awkward and get barked at every single day. I'm a Therian. Of course I have a Therian friend. I'm a Therian. Of course I always go outside. I'm a Therian. Of course I'm begging my big sister to go to the park every single day. I'm a Therian. Of course I have feelings that people don't understand. I'm a Therian. Of course I get bored easily and I do quads. I'm a Therian. Of course I walk on all fours. I'm a Therian. Of course I check everywhere to make sure people aren't here. I'm a Therian. Of course I try to find other Therians. I'm a Therian. Of course I go out even if it's cold weather. I'm a Therian. Of course I always love vlogging. I'm a Therian. Of course I'm very awkward. I'm a Therian. Of course I always get judged at for being a Therian. I'm a Therian. Of course there's boys in my neighborhood even though I don't want to talk with them. I'm a Therian. Of course I always walk everywhere. I'm a Therian. Of course I take so many attempts to get something right. And lastly, I'm a Therian. Of course I have to cover my face on social media.